Guys, so back here at my makeshift session setup, and now we're going to focus on some more trunk control and dynamic stability, laterally, forward, backwards, reaching, overhead, forwards, backwards, pulling, things of that nature. First, we will focus on coming forward in our chair, so weight bearing as much as possible by having our hips above our knees and hips at 90 as much as possible, and feet flat on the ground. So coming forward in our chair and providing for a stable but unstable surface for us to work with as we're leaning laterally and reaching forward and things of that nature. So we're going to start with losing proper sitting position and re-attaining proper sitting position. So we will allow our body to decompress and then really turning our core muscles on and leading with our chest and coming out and poking our chest down and being as tall as possible as we can, shoulders as high as possible, and then really challenge yourself to hold that as long as you can. So starting out with a few seconds here and there, and then really just trying to build on that, whether you can get up to, so for some folks 5, 10, 15 seconds, a big accomplishment. For other folks 5, 10, 15 minutes would be a big accomplishment. So just keep all that in mind, and that's one focus to have while you're away from the gym for a little. Another thing would be having your range of motion worked on. So doing active and passive range of motion. Active, you're initiating movement forward and backwards. Passive, somebody else is doing the movement for you. So there are benefits to both of them. Greatly recommended about 10 to 15 reps of passive first for most folks, with any sort of subluxations, contractures, things of that nature, just stiff anything. Have somebody do some passive range of motion, and then really try and get active after that. And with each passing rep, try and get a little further out, whether it's reaching out in front of you, reaching overhead, reaching laterally, overhead, pulling back. So really engaging your back and pulling your elbow back. have a mat, sofa, anything in front of you, a countertop, that would be a good idea. So that's what this is for. Also be getting on there for some ideas to use on the edge of your bed, or a table similar if you have one at your disposal. But first we'll be coming up to the table and using it as a safety mechanism, as a place to safely work on some things. First things first, if we have the ability to, we'll get our arms on here, or we'll have someone get our arms on here, and we'll kind of just work them forward. And this may require someone to help us work them forward. Either way, it's a very good exercise, just coming forward and really getting a stretch there, but more so than anything, working on our way back. So using a trunk extension to come back, so using those arms and allowing them to slide along the table, and using segmentally, using your head, neck, shoulders, and back to get you back. Is a very good starting point to get you moving early in the day, anytime that the body feels rigid. Coming forward and easing your way back.